Hello, students. Good morning to all of you. Today, I am going to discuss with you the story from Vista's book, Journey to the End of the World. It is being written by Tishani Doshi, and now I am going to tell you the story. The writer talks of her journey aboard a Russian research vessel named Academic Sokolsky. She says that they were heading towards Antarctica, which is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent in the world. Her journey began 13.09 degrees north of the equator in Madras. It involved crossing 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water, and at least as many ecospheres. By the time she actually set foot on the on the Antarctic continent, she had been traveling over 100 hours in combination of car, aeroplane, and ship. Her first emotion on facing Antarctica's expansive white landscape was one of relief. Its immensity and isolation filled her with a deep wonder. She wondered how there could ever have been a time when India and Antarctica were part of the same landmass. 650 million years ago, there existed a giant amalgamated southern supercontinent. It was Gondwana. It centered roughly around present day Antarctica. Things were quite different then. Humans hadn't arrived on the global scene. The climate was much warmer. There was a huge variety of flora and fauna. Gondwana thrived for 500 million years. Then, around the time when the dinosaurs disappeared and mammals took their place, the landmass was forced to separate into countries. It shaped the globe much as we know it today. So students, this much part I have discussed in the classroom, and now I will discuss the matter further. To visit Antarctica is to be a part of that history. It is to get an idea of where we have come from and where we could possibly be heading. It can be pretty mind-boggling to imagine India pushing northward, jamming against Asia and forming the Himalayas. It is quite mind-boggling to imagine South America to join North America. On the Antarctic, there are no human signs, there are no trees, billboards, or buildings. You lose all earthly sense of time there. Days go on and on for 24 hours. There is silence all around. Only occasionally one can hear the blowing of an avalanche or the breaking of an ice sheet. There are microscopic insects like midges and mites, and there are also mighty blue whales. There are icebergs as big as countries. The largest recorded was the size of Belgium. Human civilizations have been around for only 12,000 years. It is only a few seconds on the geological clock. In that short amount of time, we have created quite a ruckus with our villages, towns, cities, and megacities. The rapid increase of human populations has depleted our natural resources. It has adversely affected the other species also. The unmitigated burning of fossil fuels has now created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world. It is slowly but surely increasing the average global temperature. Climate change is one of the most hotly contested debate of our time, and in this debate, Antarctica is a crucial element. When we see here the glaciers retreating and ice shelves collapsing, we begin to realize that the threat of the global warming is very real. Antarctica is crucial from another point of view. Also, it holds in its ice cores 500,000 years old carbon records which lie trapped in its layers of ice. Thus, if we want to study and examine the Earth's past, present, and future, Antarctica is the place to go to. Antarctica is also a perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big consequences. Take, for example, the phytoplankton. They are microscopic grasses of the sea. They form the food chain for the entire southern ocean. So, marine life. These single-celled plants use the sun energy to assimilate carbon dioxide. Scientists warn us that a further depletion in the ozone layer will affect the activities of the phytoplankton. It will in turn affect the lives of all marine animals and birds of the region. From this example, we can learn the lesson that if we take care of small things, the big things will take care of themselves. The writer says that the student on ice was highly useful. It offered the future generation of policymakers a life-changing experience. From their experience, they could learn how to protect their earth from further damage. Before turning back, all the 52 students aboard Shokilsky had a chance to walk on the frozen ocean. It was stark whiteness that seemed to spread out forever. Underneath their feet was a meter thick ice pack, and underneath that there was 180 meters of breathing salt water. At some distance from them, crab-eater seals were stretching and sunning themselves on ice floes, which much like stray dogs under the shade of a banyan tree. The writer says that it was nothing short of a revelation. So students, the story I have already been discussed with you. Again in brief I will tell you कि इस जो लेख में, इस आर्टिकल में जो राइटर हैं अंटार्कटिका को उनने अपनी यात्रा का इसमें अपनी ट्रैवल का अपनी जर्नी के बारे में डिस्क्राइब किया है, जो कि अंटार्कटिका जो कि संसार का सबसे ठंडा और सबसे ड्राई और सबसे जो है विंडीएस्ट तूफ़ानी जो कॉन्टिनेंट है, वहाँ पर 52 स्टूडेंट के एक जो है ग्रुप के साथ वहाँ गई थी, और वे सब स्टूडेंट ऑन आइस जो प्रोग्राम था उसके तहत वो गए थे, और जिसका जो पर्पस था कि हाई स्कूल के जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको जो है वर्ल्ड के अर्थ के जो एंड तक ले जाना था, और उन्हें इंस्पायर करना था, उन्हें मोटिवेट करना था, और उन्हें एजुकेट करना था कि वे जो है वहाँ जाके रिसर्च का काम करने के लिए रूसी जो ये जहाज़ था, रशियन जो शिप था, उसमें वे सब गए थे। उसका नाम था एकेडमिक शोकेल्स्की था, ये जो शिप था जिसमें गए थे। और इस जो प्रोग्राम का जो हेड थे वो जेफ ग्रीन जो नाम के एक कनाडा वासी थे, कनाडा के रहने वाले थे, और अपने जो एक्सपीरियंस के जो आधार पर जो राइटर हैं वो बताती हैं कि अगर हम धरती का प्रेजेंट, पास्ट और फ्यूचर जानना चाहते हैं तो अंटार्कटिका एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ हमें जाना चाहिए। वहाँ हमें यह भी पता चल जाएगा कि संसार का गर्म होना हमारी धरती को किस तरह नुकसान पहुँचा रहा है। हम वहाँ सिकुड़ते हुए ग्लेशियर और बर्फ़ के टूटते हुए शेल्फ देख सकते हैं। इनके परिणाम स्वरूप बाढ़ें आ सकती हैं और अनेक फ्लड आ सकती है और अनेकों निचले स्तर के द्वीप पानी में डूब सकते हैं। इस प्रकार अंटार्कटिका की यात्रा हमें जंगलों के कटने, अत्यधिक जो फॉसिल फ्यूल्स का जो कंज्यूम करने से, उसकी बर्निंग से और पॉपुलेशन के बढ़ने से जो खतरा पैदा हो गया है इस पूरे ग्लोब को, अर्थ को, तो उसके प्रति हमें सचेत करना है। तो विद दिस आई कैन conclude my video and have a good day. Thank you very much for listening.